His face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light.
Hey, what's up guys? Gons here for the Face Like the Sun channel. I've been working on a large section of Age of Deceit 3, and it has to do with the cultivation of your mind, and then ultimately your soul. And while we've been tracking this mind uploading concept in official sciencedom for a while, TechCrunch came out with an article, DARPA awards $65 million to develop the perfect tiny two-way brain computer interface. So it's not just crazy conspiracy theory now. There's public funding going to projects like this. And even more alarming is the Crux taking the Catholic Pulse. This is a Catholic news outlet, published an article, Vatican Cardinal on the quest for the soul inside the machine. And even Julian Assange has come out and said, immortality is near by digitizing brains. So they are truly after your mind in a way that has never been done, at least this side of the flood. And really the point of showing what I'm going to show in Age of Deceit 3 is how this enmity between his seed, which is Satan's seed, and her seed, mankind's seed, have always been at odds. And while Jesus came the first time to fix the issue spiritually, ultimately there is a second coming because we're going to screw it up again. And we will fail as a species, if you will, because we will follow the principles of the accuser or the opposer, the fallen cherub, Lucifer, Satan. And part of that deception is humanity being conditioned to represent and accept the fallen state and glorifying that fallen state to the point where we corrupt ourselves into the image of the beast. And that's happening to the world right now. Now, one nation that is definitely steeped in Satanism, without even knowing it really, is Japan. Now, I am nationally Japanese. I was born and raised in America, so I identify as an American, but obviously looking at Japan, I have some family there. My history goes back there that I'm unaware of besides my grandparents, but definitely looking at the culture that they have provided the West. I'm sorry to say, but it is steeped in Satanism, and I'm going to give you an example of that in this video. Now, this isn't to bash Japanese culture. It's actually very rich and beautiful, and obviously I identify with it being my home nation, but there is a youth culture that is definitely being conditioned in a way that I don't think we've ever truly seen before. Now, there is a show in America that's broadcast on the Japanese channel called Kawaii International. Kawaii just means cute. So basically, the show is called Cute International, and it's these young folks who report on youth culture and fashion in Japan. Now, the thing that is so obvious to those who have the eyes to see is that this is basically glorification of fallen angels, demons, and Lucifer. And episode number 65, Accessorize Your Kawaii, is especially steeped in this occultism. Now, first off, they shoot some video at the Tokyo Big Sight. And look at what the Tokyo Big Sight is. It's 4 giant upside down pyramids held up by pillars, all creating one giant pyramid, sort of with a hole in the middle. Remember, folks, Japan is part of the Trilateral Commission. They are part of the technocracy. They will play a big role probably in bringing about this New World Order, one world system. And they've been at the forefront of the technology, the culture with anime and things like that. You got to look and question what the architecture is, who's building it, and what the symbology is behind it. And make no mistake, these folks are being influenced by the same spiritual deceiver. And on this specific episode, they visit a shop called Dangerous Nude Kakume, which is a shop that sells unique items like accessories with horn motifs. And I caught a little bit of it, but I wanted to show you. Now, in this first clip, you see this girl put on the horn look, and she's really excited, and they're all calling it cute and all this. And then this other hostess here puts on another set of horns, and there you go. And there's another set of horns with the pentagram and the eye in the middle, and a few others. And in this second clip, I wanted to show you guys something else. They're talking about the fashion and how it's advanced and the focus on detail and the quality of the materials used and everything else. Now pause it right there. That's creepy already. Why is she wearing the sheep mask? I mean, it doesn't get more Illuminati than that. And the shoes here representing hooves for feet. I mean, come on, folks. And then this girl, she obviously has the horns, and then look at her necklace. A triangle with an all-seeing eye. And look at the one-eye symbolism in the background there. In fact, this shop has items like this, purses with the all-seeing eye. And demon mask faces and stuff. I mean, it's just straight up Fallen Watcher fashion. And if you look here, they have their unique style of horns, and this is considered cute in Japan. And one of the things that I want to mention here is I think this line of fashion or this line of culture, this trendy sort of weird satanic thing that's happening, this will also bring about the acceptance of pedophilia. And I say that because on episode 53, they talked about Lolita fashion. And what is Lolita? Well, according to the Urban Dictionary, which is what this Lolita definition comes from, basically, it's a nickname for Dolores, but it's also a term used to describe a prepubescent or adolescent girl who is attractive and sexually responsive. She lusts after older men and is lusted by them in return. The term originates from the Vladimir Nabokov novel Lolita, which told the tale of the love affair between middle-aged Humbert and his 12-year-old stepdaughter Lolita. And it goes on here, but basically, this is pedophilia. And so that's what's being normalized through this culture. Which I know what you guys are thinking. Just as a reminder and side note, Jeffrey Epstein's airplane to that weird island, the Lolita Express. And remember, putting on makeup and all this stuff was part of what the Watchers taught humanity. And if you're a woman and you wear makeup, I'm not telling you not to wear makeup. That's up to your own convictions. I know some people can get really dogmatic about that, but per scripture, specifically Romans 14, use your own judgment, use your own discernment, listen to your own convictions about this stuff. And to be honest, for me, just wearing makeup, I don't think makes you some kind of satanic person. But if you go this far and you're putting on demon masks and horns, that's another story. Now remember, this show is in America, so we're going to start seeing this kind of fashion, I guess, in America. And we're already seeing it in many ways, but this is part of what's going to lead the society into transhumanism, into openly worshiping the dragon, and ultimately taking the mark of the beast. And it's happening to the young people. And this is why it's so alarming. With no moral foundation, with no knowledge of God, this is where culture goes. Oh, and one more thing. They're really into the genderless identity thing as well. There's a lot of men who dress up as women, and the ambiguity of gender is a big thing in Japan and also Korea in pop culture. This is all being set up and used to usher in the New World Order, the promise of the esoteric mystery school religions to restore the ancient world that was ended by the flood because all flesh had corrupted their ways and people's hearts were evil continually. And we're going back to that time again. We are in the days of Noah. Stay vigilant, stay watchful, pray for Japan, folks, because even though they gave us Mario, they're also going to give us Satanism packaged as cute. Have an awesome day, guys. God bless.